What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk to you about 3 creative ways to make money on Spanish property. I'm not going to talk about the typical one, which is short-term rental on Airbnb. That's the typical one, the most common one here in Spain for foreigners. When you buy a property, put it on Airbnb and rent it out short-term for vacation. I'm not going to waste time talk about that one today, but I will talk about 3 other ways, which are creative ways, less common ways to make money on Spanish property. So stick around to the end because you want to make sure to get to know all the 3 steps and tricks on this video. If you liked the video so far, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Also comment down below if you want me to make a deep dive into short-term rental properties. That is exactly putting it out on Airbnb and maximizing the profit on that, and where in Spain it's best profit to do so. If you are interested in a little bit of deep dive masterclass in how to do that, I can make a little longer video on that. If you are interested, comment down below and I will make the video. And now let's get into today's video. The first strategy I want to talk to you about is rent to rent. This is basically where you rent a property and then you sublet the property for a higher profit. So you rent the property from a landlord at a fixed price and then you sublet it for a bigger profit. So this is common in cities like Madrid, Barcelona and Valencia, and now even starting to see a trend in Murcia and other places as well. The way to do this is that you find a property which is normally undervalued or has a lot of potential. Maybe the owner of the property only want to make some profit from it quite quickly. They just want to rent it out. They don't want the headache to upgrade the property, to do some heavy marketing or to do anything with it. They just want to cover their expenses and get a little bit of income and just have it in the background. So that is when you as the property entrepreneur see the opportunity to speak to the property owner and also make sure that you are allowed to sublet it. So you want to have a contract with the property owner that you are allowed to sublet the property. And also this is a long-term strategy, so you want to normally have a deal with the property owner for at least maybe 5 years, so you don't upgrade it and then maybe the contract ends in a year. Then you might even lose money on it. So you want to make sure that this is a long-term strategy both for you and the property owner. This is a win-win because he makes sure he will get a steady payment each month for years to come, and you can refine your strategy, upgrade the property and also cash in from it. And this strategy is normally based on that you find an undervalued property and then you upgraded the property as well. So let's say it is rented out currently for 500 euros. It's worth maybe 600-700 in the condition it is. But then you do basic upgrades like buying some furniture, maybe do a bit of painting, take good photos of it and then remarket it. Because keep in mind, maybe when you find the property, the photos are even bad. So you need to have nice photos of it and then publish it. You can rent it out long term or short term, depending on how much management you want to do yourself and how much job you want to do. But let's say you rent it for 500 euros a month. You do a bit of upgrade, take new photos and then you get it rented out for 700 or 800 euros a month. You can do that, have it in the background, take the difference each month and then you make a little profit. The owner makes a profit, everybody wins. Or you can rent it out short term and make an even higher profit from it without owning a property. It's more work from your end, but you will make a higher profit as well. This strategy I recommend doing only if you want to have several properties, because cash flowing a couple hundred euros a month is not that much. You want to do it in a bigger scale. And the good thing about this strategy, it's easily scalable. So let's say you have 10-15 properties like this in the background, renting it out long term or short term for a higher yield. It can be a good way to make some extra money with zero or at least little money down. So that's the way to make a lot of money passively without buying any properties yourself. Do you want to make money from Spanish property? Download my free ebook, The Investor's Edge. The link is down below in the description. I'll go over tips and tricks and also my journey in the Spanish property sector. The ebook is free, download it down below and you will get some more tips and tricks from it. The next step is to rent out the bedrooms. So instead of renting out the entire property, rent out individual rooms for long-term stays. This is a creative way to make more money from the apartment because you are renting out the bedrooms instead of the whole apartment. And this is popular among digital nomads, students and young professionals. So especially about students, it's a good idea. Make sure that the property is close to universities or schools so the student can rent out the bedrooms. This can double or triple the rental income compared to a single tenant. So by renting out the bedrooms, maybe you have a 3-bedroom apartment in the city center, close to the school, close to the university, and then you rent out each bedroom to students. This is getting increasingly popular in Spain. More and more investors are looking into this, and because of all the regulation with short-term rental properties, this is now becoming the next big thing on how to capitalize on rental properties. At the moment, you don't need any rental licenses because this is a long-term strategy. You rent it out to the students on a yearly basis, 1 year or more, and they just rent out the bedroom and you can triple the income as opposed to just renting out the property to one tenant. You should focus on the properties which are close to universities, co-working hubs and city centers. And you should also offer fast Wi-Fi and flexible lease to attract the renters. The third creative way to make money with Spanish property is office rental. Remote work is booming and people need flexible workspaces. So what you can do is basically buy an apartment and then convert it into an office space. And like that you can use it as an office space and rent it out to remote workers or people who need a flexible and key-ready office. You should provide high-speed internet, meeting rooms, office furniture and a nice kitchen area so they can make coffee and be comfortable and feel like it's a proper office space. The best location for this is in bigger cities like Madrid and Barcelona, Valencia, Murcia or Malaga, where the freelancer and remote workers are on the rise. The pros about this strategy is that it's having a higher income potential for it, because as the same as the previous I was mentioning, this will give you maybe double or triple the income as opposed to a normal one tenant for the whole apartment. But it also requires a bit of a startup cost and you need to have a proper strategy and do some marketing about it, because now suddenly you are running a business more than just a rental property. But the reward can be very good and you can scale this and have multiple apartments around the city or even in different cities and rent them out as an office. The apartment will be yours and you can sell it later as an office or convert it back into a regular apartment if you want and sell it or use it yourself as a holiday home. So it's many opportunities with this solution. So whether it's rent to rent, renting out rooms or making it to an office space, there are many different ways to profit from Spanish properties. Which strategy do you like the most? Comment down below. Also, is it some other strategies you want me to discuss in a deeper dive? Comment it down below, comment your question, I will answer it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next one.